Team Nation. I'm Sam here again with Barnaby Books, and today I am so excited to bring to you my Jane Austen July reading wrap-up. First, I want to thank both Katie and Marissa for hosting. I will leave their channels linked down below. I'm sure you're all already subscribed. They're absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed my time with my books and watching the movies, and it was just a lovely month. Okay, so first I finished Sense and Sensibility. And I've said in one of my previous videos that I'm looking for my favorite Austen, and I think I may have found it. I absolutely loved this. I think if you're somebody that is very devoted to their family, if you have a large extended family, I think that you might really enjoy this because though there is beautiful love stories in here, it has a lot to do with family and how we dedicate ourselves to sibling relationships and our parents and even extended family. I really thought that the relationships within the family were really beautiful, especially the relationship between the two eldest sisters. And this book, it's not perfect. I would have liked to have a little bit more like certain storylines drawn out a little bit more, but it was perfect for me. I think that it was everything I needed, you know, those kind of books when it's the exact right book for the exact right time. This just made me warm and happy and full of life. What is it about? So if you don't know, Sense and Sensibility is about three sisters, but focuses mainly on the two eldest sisters. And it starts when their father passes away and they have to relocate to another location because their half-brother moves into the estate. So he inherits and then they have to relocate. And it's a beautiful, moving story. I think if you love Austen, if you love books about family, I would give this a try. Okay, then I finished Sanditon, and this is by Jane Austen and of course completed by another lady in the 70s. This was lovely. I was a little worried that it would be jarring when the other author picked up, but I didn't find it that way. I found it really engaging and really beautiful. Also right now, of course, with everything going on in the world, I found it really refreshing because it takes place at like a seaside location, and so I almost felt like I was going on vacation reading this. I thought the characters were lovely, though I had like my doubts about the heroine in the beginning, but throughout the book I grew to really love her. So this book is basically about a young woman who is basically is like, her family were like good Samaritans to one of the main founders of Sandton, and so because of that he invites them to come and experience his town, and so she goes along. And it's just about all the people she meets there and different relationships that she finds while she's there, and you know, about the different people coming and who are they going to get to come for this season. And yeah, it was just really wonderful. If you like Austen, if you like classics and you're looking for kind of a summer getaway book, I would highly recommend this one. Then I did it, you guys. I finally read it. I know it took me forever, but when I finally read it, I read it really quickly. But I don't know, I'm one of those people, and I know if you watch my videos, you'll know I don't always read the super popular books. I tend to look for more of like unknown gems, but it was lovely. I really enjoyed this. I found it really engaging. There were parts that I could not stop reading. If you don't know, I'm sure most of you know, but if you don't know, Pride and Prejudice, of course, is about the Bennet sisters, and their mother is trying to marry them all off, and it focuses mainly again on the two eldest sisters and their romantic pursuits. And of course, when it starts, Lizzie, our main character, isn't too keen on her main love interest, but it's kind of what invented the hate to love, right? So yeah, I really enjoyed it. All 3 books that I finished for Jane Austen July this year were 5 stars. They're all great. My favorite of the 3 was definitely Sense and Sensibility, but I recommend all 3. They're wonderful. Also, I read about a quarter of this. This is Jane Austen at Home by Lucy Worsley. I definitely plan on continuing this, but for me, I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know if you can see the text, but this book has a lot of words per page. I don't know. That's kind of a thing for me, I guess, when I'm reading. I would rather have this been thicker and had less words per page. I think I could have got through it a little bit quicker that way. But I do still plan on finishing it because it's really interesting. It's actually like, I have an affinity for like architecture, and definitely I enjoy settings in books a lot. And this focuses on like the places that Jane Austen spent her time, and kind of bases the biography around what was going on at those locations. And so this is really ideal for me as far as nonfiction goes. I just didn't get through it this month, but I would like to finish it. Okay, so those are all the books that I worked on for Jane Austen July, but I also watched some adaptations. So the first thing I watched, I'll put it up here, is the Emma Thompson, Hugh Grant, Sense and Sensibility adaptation. It's probably my favorite. I love that one. I love all the actors in it. I love the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel very much the same as the book does, that happy, warm, hopeful feeling. And it's not too long. Like, I know some Jane Austen adaptations, they take almost nearly as long as it does to read the books. But yeah, it's lovely, and I highly recommend. The other one I watched was the modern adaptation, and that was Austenland, which it just makes me laugh out loud. I've never read the book. I should, but the movie is so funny. It's almost like poking fun at Jane Austen and people that love Jane Austen, but like, it's just that perfect line where it still shows respect for it, and like you can tell that it's kind of like not taking itself too seriously. It's so good. If you're looking for something silly and Jane Austen related, I would check it out. Then I also watched Sandton. Wonderful, but you can definitely tell that they wanted there to be a second season. So maybe we'll get that. But yeah, the acting was phenomenal. Though I will say, it gets a little racy, which Jane Austen would not have written that. Nope, wouldn't have happened. So yeah, so that's there in case you're sensitive to that. But I thought it was really well done. And then finally, I think it went over midnight a little bit. Forgive me. But I watched the more recent movie adaptation of Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley with my husband. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. And he liked it too, which is nice because we don't watch a lot of those, you know, movies together. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the month so much. So many wonderful, wonderful things. And if I had to pick a favorite experience, movies, books all together, it was this. This was so good. Yeah, I loved it. And I definitely will reread this in the future. So, I hope that you're all doing well. If you're new, hi! If you're returning, thank you very much. I hope that you're all taking care of yourself. I will probably be putting out another classics-oriented video soon. Just a little spoiler, anyone who got to the end of the video, I'm thinking of doing like a Jane Austen, if you like her, maybe you'll like these classics kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm really excited to do that. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully I'll be able to put that together for you. And I'm looking forward to Victober. Number one, I love October. It's my favorite month of the year. Number two, my wedding anniversary is in October. And number three, it's Victober. So I really can't go wrong with October in this house. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I hope that you're all having a wonderful week and a successful reading year. Thanks so much for being here with me today. Farewell for now. Bye-bye.